I'm Betty Friedan, and today I'll be interviewing Miss Emily Gibbs. Welcome, Miss Gibbs. Thank you for agreeing to meet with me. You're welcome. I'm sure I can supply the best answers to your questions. Let's get started. What is your role in your family's life? Well, I take care of my family, of course. After George and I graduated high school, we got married. I couldn't be happier living with George. Why did you say of course after telling me you take care of your family? Well, of course I take care of my family. What else would I do? You don't become tired of doing the same thing every day? I don't do the same thing every day. On Mondays I clean the kitchen, on Tuesdays I clean the living room, on Wednesdays I tend to the garden, not the lawn, but the vegetables and flowers. On Thursdays I have choir, on Fridays I clean the bathroom, on Saturdays I clean the bedroom, and Sundays are the Lord's Day. So George and I go to church, where I sing in the choir. Almost every day you are cleaning. What does George do to help out around the house? George has other things to take care of. You don't become bored of doing the same thing every day. Don't you want something more in your life? Well, George and I are having a baby soon. I remember how my mother would talk about her happiness when a baby was in the house. Are you happy now, even without a baby? I love George, and I'm very excited for the happiness our baby will bring. I still look forward to something exciting in my life. You know, when I was younger, I was very good in school. George would always ask me for some help. That's how we were introduced. I remember those nights when George would call across the yard from his window for advice. I told him that school was just another thing to pass the time, but it wasn't. Oh, I loved school, Betty. I was smart, and I got to show everyone that I was smart. I'd make speeches in front of the class and always do my homework. That was exciting for me. Why didn't you continue your schooling? Well, George and I got married quickly after high school, and continuing schooling is just not the proper thing to do for a woman like me. George needs me around the house. What prevents you from continuing your schooling or getting a job outside your household? No woman in Grover's Corner does anything but care for their families. How will the other women in Grover's Corner react? Maybe in a bigger town, but in Grover's Corner, word gets around. I wouldn't want anyone making assumptions about my or George's character. I don't see why other people's opinions of you should matter. Your happiness should be your priority. Do you ever find yourself unhappy with your job as a housewife? I've told you before. The baby will bring me happiness, and of course, other people's opinions matter. Social status is all I've got in Grover's Corner. Well, I guess that's not true. I've got my friends, and George's mother, and George. And I trust them not to leave me alone if I do get a job. What if the baby doesn't bring you happiness? Of course it'll bring me happiness. Can I tell you something in confidence? I love George so much, and don't tell anyone about this, but I often find myself feeling restless. Once I've completed my chores for the day, I'm searching for something else to do. Perhaps if you... Wait, let me finish. I search for something else to do, but there's nothing. Don't get me wrong, I'm proud that I finished my work so quickly and keep up a fantastic work ethic, but I can't seem to concentrate on some things. Well, alright. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you, Miss Gibbs. Thank you, Betty.